Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Betsy Ross from Game Day Communications in Cincinnati, and welcome to the latest installment of the WBEC ORV's Virtual Readiness Series, Preparation for the Big Comeback. It's a series of conversations with female business leaders with thoughts and advice to help you get back to business now that our nation and our economy are reopening. Today we are with Shelly and April Pollock, the co-founders of Tempagenix LLC. Started in 2016 when they started talking about how to promote an inventory of disposable thermometers that previously only had been sold wholesale. Well, with support and encouragement from WBEC contacts, Shelly and April launched that startup. And now they're nationwide in such stores as Target, Kroger, CVS, and Walmart.com. And now, of course, with the COVID-19 pandemic, Tempagenix is busier than ever. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us today. And Shelly, I will start with you. Shelly also, by the way, is president of Allied Shipping and Packaging Supplies. And Shelly, where did this idea first come from?
We do look pretty smart right now. Sure we do. But the idea was really meant to just help moms out to be able to carry a thermometer that didn't have a battery attached to it. Through the company that's here in Dayton, they were looking to get rid of a great number of thermometers, and we just kind of threw this idea out to say, well, you know what, why don't we, put these into distribution for retail? And that's all it was. I mean, in our heads, I think the both of us believe this was divinely inspired without a question. Because frankly, we're not that smart. We just did it to make moms' lives easier. And then here we are being a part of something so much bigger than ourselves. And we get up every morning and work 12, 15-hour days because we have a passion about helping other people. So it's really brought us into where I think we belong, honestly. Excellent. So, do you have anything to add to that? Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Well, introducing April now, April Pollock, president of C3 Group, an advertising and marketing firm in the Oregon district there in Dayton. And you're right. It sounds like such a easy matchup that, okay, we've got a way to ship and package things, but now right. With April, you also have a way to promote and market your product. So is this something that, you looked at and you said, oh, I can promote that. Oh, we can reach these consumers. Like Shelly said, we can reach these moms.
I don't believe it was so much marketing directly to the consumer. Our idea was we saw a need in the consumer market. We actually took the approach of working our WBEC supplier diversity relationships first. And our strategy was first to market to the retailers such as CVS and Walmart and Target. And through our WBEC certification, we had access to those supplier diversity channels at the Summit and Salute National Conference, Catch the Wave. And we were able to capitalize on that. Our first distribution channel, we were invited to go out to Bentonville, Arkansas for Walmart, and they had a Made in the USA event, and our WBEC certification was a big plus on top of that. So Walmart.com became our first distribution channel. And then from there, we were able to access Target. So that has since grown. We're in Kroger and CVS. We are actually relying mostly on the distributors to market our product as well. We were in the Target national sales ad as soon as we launched in 2019. They highlighted us there, and our sales were pretty solid with no marketing whatsoever. So from there, our strategy has just been to capitalize on targeting those moms who shop at our distribution channels. We have mommy bloggers supporting our product. Any kind of organization that supports mom, we utilize retargeting. So that has really been most of our
Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah, right now our strategy.
Right. Well, of course, in March, the world changed. In January, really, the world changed, but we didn't really catch up until February or March. So now you go to the hair salon, they want to take your temperature. You want to go into a retail store, they want to take your temperature. How has the new world order changed what you two do in marketing?
Believe it or not, it's the relationships from WBEC that are coming to us. I mean, April, C3's been certified for
2.5 years.
2.5 years. Allied's been, I think certified for 11. And of course, Tempagenix is also certified. So the relationships are long and deep. I mean, we've had some people, you know, for example, we've had we can't really say yet, come in contact with us that we made a great relationship with last year. So we haven't really had to sell at this point. You know, we have had inquiries and sold to Chrysler, Fiat, Ford, Cintas, Home Depot is huge.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're doing then is these larger corporations will then buy the thermometers so their employees can have them with them during the day. So, and they also can give it to their customers as well. So it's really turned out to be kind of just for everyone. It's not for moms, it's for humans. And it's just taken off like a rocket. I mean, I think we've sold, if I'm not mistaken, we're close to 4 million thermometers sold. And so we've scaled at some kind of it's a freakish level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at first we were, you know, in 2019, we were $290,000 business, and we thought we were all that, you know, and so we did. And so then this came upon us, and wow. I mean, wow. So we're being extremely strategic in ways of being economical.
Right.
I mean, we are the most less expensive thermometer retail wise. We are also being extremely strategic about being more helpful than, you know, you hear people gouging per se, and that has never that doesn't even cross our minds, because we know what we're doing is for the good. But the coolest thing, I think, and it's probably going to be one of your questions, but what we've done is, and right from the beginning, we were going to source everything, if not everything, through WBEC, the ones that we could, obviously.
Right.
And then also focus on Ohio specifically.
Okay.
So, but I can have it, you know, April, or you can, you know, ask us about that. But it was from the start that we wanted to make sure that those two were in the plan for the long run.
Mm-hmm. And April, let's talk a little bit about what Shelly touched on about the relationships. It's sometimes, especially if you're a small business owner or you own your own business, you're so concentrated and so worried and so focused on what you do day to day that sometimes you forget how important those relationships are. Building those relationships, what kind of advice do you give to other small business owners about, you know, making those connections?
Really, it's show up and be involved. There are a lot of stories. For example, last year was at Summit Salute in Houston we were at. We had been, Michael Byron with Walmart. We've been on Walmart.com. We've been out to Bentonville twice now. We have been trying to get distribution in stores. And, you know, we took some advice from our buyer. Well, when we were at Summit and Salute last year, we just happened to, you know, you get to know your supplier diversity contacts. We got to, for example, know Byron, Michael Byron very well. we saw him in Bentonville when we were out there. We always make sure we say hello to him at any event we're at. And it just so happened last March, we were walking through the hallway. It was one of those things, you've been at the WBEC conference, you're so tired. Do you stay for the last half hour of networking, or do you go back to your room and just crash for a few minutes before dinner? And we're like, nope, let's give it 10 more minutes and we'll make one more round. And all of a sudden Michael Byron was standing right there. And he said, hey ladies, how's it going? And we're like, great. We're like, by the way, we have our EDI set up, which was one of our barriers. And we are in every Target nationwide now. And his eyes got big and said, we need to talk. I need you to come out to Bentonville again. We are having an event in June. Look for a communication from me, and you're coming up. And if we hadn't participated and been there, we have a lot of different, stories like that. There was another situation with Kroger. Angel saw us at national conference, and we were awarded the Kroger 2019 Innovative Product of the Year. And it was through the buyers and the supplier diversity contacts we have over there. And it was a great honor. We were floored. We had no idea. So we happened to, it was one of those things, we went down early for the business fair at national conference last year, and we just wanted to make sure to go around to all of our contacts, just say hello, keep in front of them. And he just kind of grabbed us and said, we were talking with him, and somebody from WBEC came over and said, Angel, we need you as part of your WBEC video. We want to interview you. And he grabbed us and said, they're coming with me. They're part of our story. We're like, wait, we haven't even had our coffee yet.
Right.
So it really is those relationships. You never know who's going to be in the room, who you're sitting by. Working those relationships, it's not going to happen overnight. As Shelly said, she's been working these for 11 years, 10 years.
And if I can chime in real fast, because she is near and dear to our hearts. So how this all kind of ramped up to the, getting into stores and whatnot was a dear friend of ours who is the supplier diversity, the head of supplier diversity is Tabitha Watson from Lowe's. And so she and I had been friends forever, and not because of what I wanted from her or what she wanted from me. We have dinner and lunch every single time we're at nationals. I always have to save her a seat, and we just became longtime friends. And so she's hearing me babble on about the thermometer, blah, blah, blah. And she said, would you just give it to me? And I said, well, sure, you can have one. I'm like, okay. She goes, I'm on the retail board, Shelly. Let me take it into the retail board, and then I can talk about it to everyone. And so by the grace of God, Target leaned over and said, can we have that? And here we are in every Target in America. So for us, and we're not hard sell people at all. I mean, in either one of our businesses, or for all three, I guess you could say, I think we believe people do business with people they like. And I think in trust, and it takes for the newcomer, it takes a long time to build trust. At least it does with me. So we have to treat everybody's the same. We all put our pants on the exact same way. So if you take a long time to trust someone, you have to allow them to trust you as well. So I think, because you can ask Sheila Mixon, the queen, I am difficult. I like things when I like it. I want to know now, that kind of thing. So this has taught me a life lesson to sit back, know you're good at what you do, and allow people to trust you. I think that has really helped us with this pandemic. So
good. Well, good advice from both of you, April Pollock, Shelly Heller. They are the co-founders of Tempagenix. Next time you're in Target, next time you're in Kroger, you will probably see them. Ladies, I know it's a crazy time. Congratulations on the idea, and best of luck.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.